What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, friends and family? Got the Red Cup Chronicles. Let me catch up on these comments. I got a couple things I want to say before we go into all this. Kirkwood, what's up? Felicia, how you doing? Big Rob, Queens in the building. Ken, hey, North Coast is what it is, man. What's going on over there on your side? You guys don't know, Ken is over there in Punta Cana doing his thing. Miles, how you doing tonight? Steve, what's good with you? Oh, I love the Cowboys shirt. No way. Ryan Murder Maze, what's up with you, man? How's everything going? How's the little princess doing? Dax in the building. Carmela, what's good? Cash, a new subscriber. I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Miguel, what's good with you? Have a straw New York in the house. That's what's up, Rich. Big D, what's up? Ice, what's good, baby? 905 Birdman, what's up with you? Sensei R. Pinnacle, I already know you in the building. What's up, baby? What's going on out there? Shout to Ohio. Rico, Sosua. Ray Lloyd, what up? Oh, we got D in here early. Heck love, what's up? So real quick, let me let a couple more people come into the channel, but I need you guys who are here right now to remind me, in case I veer off. The first topic I want to talk about tonight is painkillers. It's gonna blow your mind, but painkillers. So you guys please remind me before I veer off too much after I give this information on Dominican Republic that tonight's first topic is painkillers. And of course at 9 o'clock we gonna get into Simp talk. So remind me, painkillers. In case I go too much. I know everybody want to know about DR and what happened with the meeting today and blah blah blah. Hey Samantha, Atlanta in the building. Travel XL, appreciate that. You hit that like button, y'all. Earn money, what it do? Selena for life, how you doing, love? What the heck is it, Simp? Samantha, you got to be here at 9 o'clock. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to let you know what that Simp talk all about. Simp talk's at 9, but after I tell you guys about what happened in DR today, I want to talk about painkillers. And like I said, it's a deep conversation. Scorpio in the building. You know, I had to, listen, hey, Earn Money, quick shout. Look, for you guys that need, we did a live on Sunday. Sunday service went 4 hours. If you guys were there. Some people went and watched it and hit me up, commended me on it. So I went back, I knew what we did, but I went back and watched it. I was laying down. So me watch Sunday service all over again. I watched all 4 hours. If you ever, I'm going to tell you something. I always try to motivate people, make people feel good, and uplift people as I can. If you ever feel away, if you ever need some words of encouragement at a certain moment, go back to Sunday service this past Sunday. The conversation we had was great. It went 4 hours because you guys, we got into other topics later on, but it was great. But we talked about just, focusing on yourself and all that. And I thought it was super dope. Unfortunately, it went 4 hours. I don't mind it because if you guys are with me, I'm riding. But it was a dope conversation. Sunday service was a very uplifting video. I went and watched it again and felt it. So if you ever feel a certain way, go back and watch that video. Let me catch up on these comments. South Jersey in the building. What up? Steph, what's good with you? 1212, what's good? Boston in the building. South Richmond Hill. Oh, 130 and 107th. All right. 29. What up? T Love in the building. What's up, baby? Bo Rakes has a live chat. I don't know, man. Bo be all over the place, man. Bo put out a video today about Super Bowl. I got to get some points over that. D, we gonna get into that painkiller, and I'm glad you're here. It's gonna be a good conversation. King Smitty, Connecticut in the building. Sylvan, what's good? Julio, what's going on? South Ozone Park, LJ, I feel you. Samantha, you can come back at 9. You can ride with us until 9. The Simp talk is always gonna be at 9 o'clock. Samantha don't want to be a simp. She wants to know what a simp is. Hey, Norberto, I want to Uber eat me some wings. I'll get into that. We gotta get some other stuff real quick. Simp talks at 9. We'll get into that. We might talk about Simps in a minute anyway, but just some things. All right, so look, I want to say this. Daryl Bermuda in the building. Oh, Jackson Jeter's on time. Doc in the building. Omar, what's good with you, baby? All right, Castro, I'm glad you said that. asking when the island is open. So here we go. Eugene, what to do? Be more in the building. All right. So I get the question all the time, when is the island going to open? Here's my thing about the island. First, we got to have the world open. First, we got to have America open. Because if DR open tomorrow, you can't travel from wherever you are. Point blank. That's my comment on that. Now, so I'm sure, I want to tell you guys, KD, what's good? I want to tell you guys something that really grinds my gears, really eggs me. There's a certain website that you all pass around to each other, so I ain't going to say the name because I really don't care about them. What up, Lenny? That as soon as they get a tad of information, they blurt it out. And you guys share it and share it. And when you click on the link, 'cause that's how to get paid when you click on the link. You click on the link, it tells you the title, DR closed forever. And when you click on the link, it gives you 2 sentences, and that's it. But you clicked on the link already, so they got their money. Eugene, Byron, what's good? So, people keep sending me this. Is this true? Is this true? And I always say, no disrespect, but I'm not going to answer that. I'm going to answer everybody together. You guys click on their website and give them all that damn money. All I asked for is some support. Watch the video. I had a talk in one of my groups the other day. I was like, obviously, you guys do not watch my videos because I talked about this 2 times in my video. And you guys are posting this stuff from this dumbass website, asking questions that I already talked about. So, here is what happened today. I don't give factual information until I have a presidential decree in my hand or in my phone that is said is confirmed and official. So as of today, the Senate met with the president. They debated for 4 hours. The president wanted an extra 25 days. Okay? Something was approved today. I can't tell you what it is. You know why? Because there has not been official announcement. Everybody's running out saying different things. I can tell you what the facts are. The facts are this. During the 4-hour meeting, the debate, the discussion, whatever you want to call it, it was brought up that an extra 25 days would be illegal. I don't know the Constitution in this country, but it was brought up that would be extra 25 would be illegal. So once again, like they did before when they knocked it down from, remember, originally it was supposed to be, the president wanted May 31st, and they said, no, we'll give you May 17th. Just like then, this time he's asking for 25 days. They approved something. Some people say they approved the 25 days. Some people say they knocked it down to 17. Some people say they knocked it down to 10. No one can tell you the truth because they go back and meet again tomorrow. They did not approve any certain amount of days. So wherever you hear that from is a total lie. They didn't approve anything. They approved something. Something was approved. It was on. It was on YouTube. It was on one of the channels. I stopped watching because they kept talking crazy. So they are meeting again tomorrow. You're gonna hear that they approved 25 days. They approved 100 days. I don't know. Until I get that presidential decree in my hand, nothing's facts. And every source that you're hearing it from don't know ish because until it's in the presidential decree, it's a piece of paper with the stamp of DR, the government information on it, a presidential paper, and at the bottom, it has the president's signature and approved by the Senate. Until you see that, which is the only time when I talk, it's not official. So at this very moment, they are going back into a meeting tomorrow to discuss it more, to debate more. As I said, they debated for 4 hours today. 4 hours. So from this point on, if you want to know when the country's going to open, wait till tomorrow. Or go back to the beginning of this video and hear the speech I just gave for the past 7 minutes. All I'm going to say about that, because honestly, it's a bunch of talk until the president and the Senate agree and approve it, send it through, and then a piece of paper, which is called the presidential decree, comes out and it's facts. Okay? So now, yeah, there's nothing's approved. So everything has to, going back tomorrow, maybe they'll approve something. Maybe they only approve the meeting for tomorrow. I don't know. Something was approved. They voted on something, but people are saying the 25 days. No, that's not official. People are saying the 17 days. It's not official. This was conversations. When people in the government are telling me nothing's official yet, we'll see what happens tomorrow. How can news sources or anyone tell you what's facts? Everything's just rumors. So let's move on. Let me catch up on some of these people real quick because I definitely want to get into this joint. A1, you sent me an email? I gotta check. I haven't been in my email today. Black Mama, what up with you? King Smitty, they gonna let Americans in the DR soon. It's just, you gotta remember something. Summertime is low season here. Low season. So the reality is, when it comes to low season, the tourist business is not up anyway during summertime. It's not high. So the money that's already been lost is going to continue to be lost anyway. It's better to get the Dominican economy back normal and then gradually open the tourism back up so everything's in order. And what you don't understand, which the media is allowed to control you, and as it always does, and it pushed you 2 years ago or a year ago, whatever it was, to say that Dominican Republic was killing tourists. The last thing that the Dominican country wants is for you guys to fly down here. You may already be infected, but to fly down here and go home and say, "Man, I got the code from DR." That's the last thing they want. So they're gonna take, after all. Listen, I know some of you did it, and don't tell me you did it. After all the nonsense you guys and people you know did about the mysterious deaths in DR a year, 2 years ago, the last thing this country wants is for someone to come down here and get sick down here and go, "Oh my God, I went to DR, I got sick." They just started getting back before this stuff started. They don't want someone to come down, people come, so they're gonna take every precaution to make sure when tourists are allowed in the country, it's safe. So you have to understand where that comes from. That comes from experience of not crowd control. What's that word? Of damage control. Now, let me catch up on these comments, and then Francisco, what up? Phone, what up with you? We'll see. We'll definitely see. But right now, there's nothing official. So everything you hear is a rumor. There is nothing official. They have not. They are home. The government is home in their beds, chilling out right now. Tomorrow they meet again, and we'll see what happens. And when it becomes official, for me, I don't mean anybody else. I don't care what anybody else tells you. I'm not going to say they're wrong or right. For me, I do not speak out like with the timeline. I said it was allegedly. Then I came back and said, "Hey, come to find out, the government said the dates are wrong. The plan is okay. They were working on a plan. The dates were invented by somebody. Somebody invented those dates. I told you, allegedly, not official. I will come back and do a video whenever the government makes it official." Okay? So just right now, thank you, Kurt. Just sit and wait. All right, so here we go. Catch up with some of these comments. Hey, Steve, we gotta get that Grey Goose. Reggie Smith, what's good with you? I'm not answering no more, Z. Go back to the beginning of the video. You guys can answer for me. And that's right. So America's not even open yet. So what are we doing? America's not even open. Let me take this hat up a little high. All right, so look, today, the first thing I want to talk about before I get to any questions, and I will not answer questions about when do y'all open it. Don't bother. Before Simp talk, I wanted to talk about painkillers. Now, it sounds funny, but I'm gonna get a little deep with it. As I sip a soda painkiller, I also had to ask my group, could you be a drunk off of wine? And I guess it's where they came with the line, wino. I'm drinking a lot of wine. So, let me see, get a couple of comments. Music Man, let's address the elephant in the room, checking the fact. I don't think he's looking suspect at all. I really didn't want to get involved in it. I made some comments on Mayor's video. I made some comments on Sheck video. You gotta understand something. Out of all the people that are getting donations, I would probably, and I don't know what Sheck is getting. I didn't even know he was doing donations. I would probably say me and Russ TaylorMade, shout out to TaylorMade, probably get the most, and Taylor probably gets more than me because of the orphanage. But this is not life-changing money. These donations will not change my life. It's actually more work than I wanted to do. And Taylor, listen, I told Taylor 4 times, thank you very much for telling the truth on what's going on with these donations. It's hard work. And then I just saw a charity thing. I forgot what someone posted a charity thing in one of my groups. Well, it was a big charity back all around the world. They paid their top 3 people $500,000 apiece. I'm not keeping none of the money. But those official charities that you guys donate to and give all your money to, The head guy gets 500,000. Second in command gets 400,000. Third in command gets 300,000. So I'm looking like I'm making sure all the money goes to the people because that's what I do. And I'm looking at these big charities with millions and millions of dollars, and they keeping the money. So either way, but Check is cool with me. I've never seen nothing shady. I felt what Third Window was saying. I felt what Check was saying, but honestly, I'm not involved in it, and I don't think Check did anything wrong. That's just my opinion. Teflon was good. Kayla. I do have the best wings, Eugene. My DMs reject the message. All right, A1. When you get a chance, hit my regular email. I'm not sure. I didn't get your messages. I'm not sure about that. All right. So look, painkillers. Now, I'll get back into the comments in a second. Shout out to Paradise Life. All three Paradise Life groups. Shout out to you guys. What are painkillers? Now, when we think painkillers, we think drugs, right? Okay. When I think painkillers, I think more coping devices. You know, painkiller. The word painkiller means to kill the pain, right? Some of us use alcohol. Some people use drugs. I don't, but some people do. But how do you cope with your pain? The reason I brought this up is I was listening to a song one day, and the dude was saying something similar to it. And I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy because I kind of mask a lot of my pain through certain things. And we all deal with certain pain in our lives, something we went through, whatever the case may be. But how do you deal with your pain? What is your pain killer? Now, I'll tell you this. So I had a good childhood. It wasn't the greatest, but I had a good childhood, whatever. I had good people in my life. But also, I dealt with a lot. You know, being a kid, and being in where I lived at, you know, being a mulatto, I guess you want to call it, having black and white parents. And there was a lot of stuff to deal with, especially growing up in the area I grew up in. So, in a way, I brought this up because one of my painkillers, and I said it in the video on Sunday, how I yell at people, and I can make a grown man cry, which I have. I got yelled at a lot. There was a lot of hurtful things said my way when I was younger. It took me until I was probably 32 years old, 33, until I realized that one of my painkillers was lashing out at people. Pause with me. If I feel a certain way, if I feel hurt, if I feel a certain way by something you said or did to me, if I don't want to respond, I've responded in violence, you know, which is not great. But if I didn't want to respond in violence, I would hurt you with my words. And if you remember, you watched Sunday service, I said that I've had women tell me, I wish you hit me. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm not going to hit you. And they say, if you hit me, I'd heal. But your words cut, and I don't know if I'll ever feel good about myself again. So what I learned was one of my painkillers, besides alcohol, I love alcohol. One of my painkillers was lashing out at people, making something like I motivate you guys, I lift you guys up when I talk, and you know I'm very positive. That's cool. But if you piss me off and I feel a certain type of way and I lash out, I'll make you feel as big. You know, not nothing personal. It's my defense mechanism, my way of masking my pain, of masking how I allow you to interact with me. You know, and I don't do it to everybody. It's more when it's someone personal, when someone I care about, or someone that cares about me and I have a certain relationship with them. I'll say some foul things just because that's on my chest at the time, or it's on my mind at the time, or something an action or some words they may have said may have hurt me in a way. Maybe not my heart, but hurt me in a way that I ain't like that they did that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's one of my painkillers. Now I ask people, and when I'm talking, you should be thinking about what's your painkiller. Is it drugs? Is it alcohol? Those aren't the only painkillers. It could be fighting. It could be ignoring people. There's many different painkillers. You know what I'm saying? So it's really all about you and how you deal with stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? One second, guys. I'm gonna catch up on these comments right now. All right, let me see. Let's get those likes up, y'all. Google Meets. What's that, man? I haven't. I'm not real keen on all this technology stuff. Oh, Papio. So I believe September, October, November gonna be crazy. So, Brian, I'm sorry, bro. Brian, I be reading fast sometimes. I be reading fast. Sorry about that. So, man, that's all good. You got that white cup. All right, and we got to tell Samantha real quick what a simp is before, because she can't wait for simp talk. So we're going to tell Samantha real quick what a simp is. King Smitty, I saw that too. Red Cross only gives 10% of the donation. So, you know, here I go giving all the money away. And I see two of my people say, Greg, you ain't keeping that money? I was like, no. Shout out to Z. He was like, you're not keeping that. I was like, no, I'm making sure it goes to the people. Then I see these people taking all this money. I was like, wait a minute. Why am I late to the party? Now, yes, cover expenses on travel and stuff like that, which is next to nothing. But why am I late to the party? But shout out to Chet. He cool. I didn't see anything he did wrong. You know, if it is, I'm not knocking him. He's cool with me. 8 years. Woo, good stuff. All travelers are going through withdrawal. Okay, Poppy, some people use chicas. Felicia, oh my goodness, you got great ears. Wow. Shout out to Felicia Jordan. You can hear that? Goodness. Let me turn, I don't mess up the damn video. So they say I'm stealing music. That's on one. I could barely hear it myself. Let me go back to take this trace on. I had some music in the background. If you can hear it, that means the YouTube systems can hear it. I'll leave it on. I don't care. Don't bother me now. I don't get paid from YouTube anyway, so they steal all my videos. 1738. Dennis Beecham, it's not, listen, so he says, the U.S. Treasurer said that international fight might resume in 2021. It's impossible. I'm gonna tell you what changes the world and what changes laws. Money changes laws. If a Fortune 500 company goes bankrupt because of this situation, things are gonna get changed right away. They predict, I believe two airlines already went bankrupt or already closed. Avianca was one and someone else. If a big airline has to close or file for bankruptcy, watch how fast things change. The little companies, they don't give two issues about. But then big companies, when they start folding because there's no money, they can't make no money, they can't resume business, things are gonna change real fast. I'm gonna tell you right now. Mango wine. All right. Shout out to upstate New York. Is what's the name on the live? I'm about to go to his live and harass him real quick. How dare he do a live during my live? That's so disrespectful. I'm not into drugs, but you know, people do drugs. You can't, I don't knock it, you know. People do drugs. It is what it is. Nah, Bo ain't on no live. He did a video. He got a couple of crazy videos. Let me tell him right now. FYI, don't ever do lives when Flip Flop does a live. Okay? Thank you. That's Bo Ray, just so you know. There you go, flying high. Facts. So he said mental pain, definitely the gym, always since high school. Pain, frustration, rage. Yeah, exactly. The gym used to be a painkiller of mine. The gym was definitely a painkiller of mine. I work out now, I get some of that frustration out. Now, it's more about meditating and I drink some wine. Pino Grigio. Anita, exactly. Lashing out is also a painkiller. It's a defense mechanism, but it numbs the pain. I've done it. I lash out at a lot of people. And it's a painkiller. It's masking what I feel, but it's also defending myself. to make sure I don't hurt anymore. Damn, y'all got Fireball and Coke. What up, GT? GCLA, what's good with you? Liquor's probably number one. I believe that. I believe it. You know, like I said, I had to ask my peoples, like, am I a wino? Like, cause I love wine. Like, I always love wine. I always loved red wine for years and years and years. But now I told you guys I'm not drinking hard liquor right now because I don't want to feel like a drunk. Well, guess what? After all the bottles of wine I've been drinking the past since all this started, I'm feeling like a drunk. I'm drinking a lot of wine. I just ordered a case of wine. I found a case of Merlot. I didn't find it. She's gonna get it for me. One of the distributors said, I'm gonna get you a case of Merlot. Because I told you, I finally found a decent source of Merlot. Which is I love red wine, but Merlot's my favorite. So I said, can you get me a case? I'll buy a case. Case of the big bottles, 6 bottles. Said she could find it for me. I said, cool, I'll buy it. But I'm like, I got like 4 bottles of wine in the fridge right now. I don't know if that's healthy. Appreciate that, Miguel. Summer Hill in the building. Yoga, what up? Appreciate that, y'all. Appreciate it. ATL in the building. J. Aaron, Brooklyn in the building. Music Man 007. I'm gonna quote this because this is what I've been told. Your mouth words can hurt worse than physical violence. They go deep and cut hard. I've been told that. If you go back, Sunday service, I said it. A few other videos, I said it. I've been told that my words hurt. And I had to realize that me lashing out at people was my painkiller. Forget drugs, lashing, beating people up, you know, if I wanted to get violent. That's my painkiller. That was me covering up my pain. The liquor, that was covering up my pain. But verbally hurting somebody, if I couldn't physically hurt you, then verbally hurting somebody was the way I masked my pain. That was my painkiller. And I brought this up because it's like when we talked about focusing on yourself and loving you. This was something I had to learn as far as the painkillers. I had to learn that me lashing out at people was my defense mechanism, my painkiller, but that was one of my biggest flaws. I'm quick to lash out. I'm quick to say some foul ish to somebody. You know, nothing personal, but I want you to hurt the way I feel right now. I want you to feel the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? Case in point. Today on Facebook, some dude made a comment. I responded. Then he goes, well, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So I said, I'm not going to take the conversation. It's kind of stupid. Then I said, well, you know, I explained how Dominicans are. I said, you know, they're worried about hunger right now. They're not worried about what you're talking about. And he goes, I said, no disrespect. And I started, no disrespect, but, you know, they're not worried about what you're talking about. They're worried about hunger. And he goes, blah, blah, blah. No disrespect taken, but ignorance understood. I said, ignorant. I said, 6ix9ine, the internet wins again. I said, here you go lashing out, and you have no idea who I am. You know, well, you have an idea who I am, but you have no idea who I am. And instead of just respecting my opinion, kind of factual opinion, you just want to lash out. I said, have that same energy when you come to the North Coast. Straight like that. I could have went on. Then he came back. Oh, you embarrassed? You felt some type of way? You can't have a conversation? I wanted to say more, but I said, you know what? I know where he lives. I could have went on, but then this is a public group, and then I probably get kicked out because of things I wanted to say. And I said, let me chill, let me calm down. So it's like, I have a way with words, because I know physically I can be overbearing on people, but I also have a way with words. So for me, that's always been my painkiller, lashing out at people. Besides the alcohol, besides the drugs, lashing out at people has been something I'm pretty good at. Gwinnett County in the building. He's still over there? Damn. And Z, you know what? All right, let me see tell y'all guys what Z said. Shout to Cobb County. He said, people who have been bullied often strike hard fast because they don't want to seem weak. You might have a really good point, because I told you guys, everybody calls me a bully, but as I told you guys, I was bullied when I was little. Not for a long time. When I realized I could fight, nobody bullied me no more. But I mean, because I was half white, I got bullied. And then, you know, when I had enough, you know, I went into one of my rages, I started beating everybody's ass. So for me, maybe it wasn't a long period of time, maybe like a 2-year period of time where I kind of got bullied. and then I kind of turned it around everybody. But then I told you I became a bully of the bullies. So all my friends are kind of like squares, and then the guys who thought they were big and tough, I tested them. That was just how, I would see you pick on a weak person, and I would pick on you. Well, pick on me. I jump in front of them, pick on me. What's up? And they'd be like, nah, I ain't got no problem with you. Well, leave him alone. And then me and him become friends, and you running down the block because you like, why did Greg just do that? That's because I'm Greg. It is what it is. But you might have a point to that. Maybe that little period of time me being bullied made me feel a type of way. Cobb County, what up, Keymaker? Oh, so let's tell her. Queens in the building, Act Lives, what up? If you ain't got more than 2, your word don't count. Facts, Fox. Yeah, holistic therapy, yeah. All right, Samantha, real quick. Let's stop this real quick so we can tell Samantha what a simp is. So before we get to simp talk, in my mind, what a simp is, you may have your own version of what a simp is, but in my mind, what a simp is someone who does more than they should and has a lower expectation of what they get back. And I'll explain. Some may say a simp is a dude who sends a woman money and never has any intentions of meeting her anytime soon. But he's sending her money to be his girlfriend or her boyfriend. Women do it too. And thinking that that's a relationship, that's loyalty. A simp is someone who allows themselves to be controlled and they never have anything with the person. All right, case in point. I had a really good friend who was a stripper in Atlanta. I'm at the house. It's her boyfriend, me. In the back room is some little dude. Little dude came back every day. We smoke, I used to smoke weed back then. We smoking weed. I'm like, who's this guy? They would never tell me who the guy was. So one day people were coming out of the house, but the guy always saw how everybody interacted with me. So he pulled me to the side and he said, he said, you're kind of like, people respect you when you talk. I've noticed that. And I'm like, first off, who are you? Like, we've never had any conversation. You just in and out the house in the back room. And he's like, well, my name is so-and-so. And he goes, I've just noticed that the way you carry yourself. He's like, can I ask you a question? I'm like, what's good? Like, no problem. And he goes, are they cousins? the girl he got? And I said, are they cousins? And they're about to get married. And I'm like, are they cousins? Huh? He goes, yeah, I work 2 jobs. I work 18 hours a day. I give them all my money. She told me they're cousins and we can't have sex because we have to wait, but they sleep in the bed together because they're family. I said, wait, what? This dude was one of her clients. She ended up taking over his house, taking over his cars, put him in the back room, and her boyfriend lived in the main bedroom and had the house to themselves while he worked endlessly, non-stop to the bone, 2 jobs, full-time jobs, and he's thinking he's in love with her. That's a simp. And it happens to a lot of men. Some of you sit back, and we're going to get that in the simp talk too. Some of you sit back and you go, that can never be me, never be me. Let me tell you something right now. For every never be me, there's 100 that would be you. That would be that person. Let's say his name was Roger. For every it would never be me, there's 100 Rogers that would do that exact same thing. I've seen it. I'm not knocking nobody. Like I said, some men need companionship. Some men are just low on themselves. Women as well. And they'll accept anything with the dream that I'm going to be with that person one day. So we'll get into the simp talk. But that's what a simp is. A simp is, to me, like I said, someone who does and does and does, but never gets nothing back. So right now, people are... Naya, you know that red cup is living. You know how we do. Cartagena was cool. Hey, Kevin Rice, there's a lot of people who said they're going to fly down ASAP, and I ain't mad at you. D, I know, D, you You my therapist. We spoke about this. I know I have a lot of negativity. I mean, I be positive, but you know, I have a lot of stuff in here. I have a lot of stuff in here that I deal with. And masking the pain or doing a painkiller is not good in any way, whether it's the projection, like you just said, the projection, whether it's the drinking, whether it's alcohol, because all you're doing is masking. That's why it's a painkiller. You're masking the pain. You're not actually getting rid of the pain. You're just covering it up for the time being. That's what alcohol does. I didn't realize until I sat and thought about it that that's what lashing out at people did. Excuse me. I was only masking the pain for the time being, just like drinking. I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna take my drink, drink a little bit more, listen to some music, mask the pain. Tomorrow the pain is still there. I just covered it up for the time being. And in that time, I probably lashed out at some people. If you ever get an angry text from me at 3 in the morning, that's me lashing out. Why is Halloween so dope? Just everybody comes down. Felicia said you blind as a bat, but you got that hearing though. Appreciate that, King Smitty. Appreciate that. Sorry guys, it might go in and out. My wife acting stupid today. Lyle, you said I know chicas are mad out there because people are scared to talk to him now. I don't know what you're talking about. There you go. So you're so Kayla. Listen, when Kayla's in the live, hold your breath. I love when Kayla's around. Shout out to Kayla. Kayla's got a very, very bubbly personality too. Very dope. Eddie Thomas, shout to you writing that. I already started writing down, my ideas for a video on that. I actually already started doing that. The problem is I'm gonna do 2 versions of it because I travel. I'm actually gonna, you guys know, Sunday service will be at the river in Mao. I'll be doing Sunday service direct from the river. So I'm actually gonna do that as well, Eddie Thomas. I appreciate that. That's actually what I'm gonna do, and be talking about with my boy John. Be talking about what to expect from the new, what they call the new norm, not just where you live, but down here. Can't leave the villa. Eugene, I've been to Cartagena. I did a video on Cartagena. Check it out. And sorry, I got the sniffles. I noticed Sunday had the sniffles as well. I got to clean tomorrow. It's been dusty in my house. I've got to clean. I don't got to clean the lady right now. Jay Aaron, I'm sorry. You wrong about that. Simps comes in all colors and shades. You better really trust me when I tell you. And the thing with me is people talk to me. Simps have no problem talking. So there's some Simps on here, like, I'm going to go holler at him when I get there. Or I've spoken to him. Simps have no problem talking to me. I'm a very open person, and I don't judge. I'm never judgmental. I'll look at you and be like, but I ain't judgmental. I'll be like, if you happy, I'm happy. The line may sound corny, but I'm serious. Brazil or die. Roderick, you may not be in Brazil for a few years. The way Brazil is going right now, they didn't take it seriously at all. They just kind of let things, whatever. I think the president said, whatever happens, happens. Woo! Gun range. There you go, Travis. That's cool. I've only been to the gun range probably like 4 or 5 times in my life. Juan, keep me mellow. Let's get them likes up, y'all. 223 in the live. I appreciate all y'all. 100 likes. Get them likes up, y'all. Oh, Anita Smith says she colors. Anita, shout to you. I'm gonna text you after this live. I got your emails. I'm looking into all that tomorrow morning. I appreciate the information, Anita. And I'm gonna text you my number later on tonight. Definitely appreciate that info you got me. Uh-oh, Anita, what you got in that red cup? She said, I got a red cup, but it ain't wine. 8 mangoes in one day. Good Lord. I admire you guys. P. Jack, it's all good. You here? Cabrera, Republic Dominicana. of cousin Felix in the building. Alfredo Acosta, what's good with you? Listen, so he made a comment. Seems to be no end. I'm gonna give you my opinion on this, and I know, like I said, my videos get blocked anyway, so I don't care what we talk about. I don't make any money off YouTube. This is what it is. I do these videos for you guys, for information, and for, you know, it keeps me sane sometimes. I believe the world should open up, and I'm gonna tell you why. People, one of my boys said, "Well, you got businesses. People aren't gonna be able to travel right away. I'm not gonna be able to open up right away. So it's not about me. I'm talking about on a world scale why we should open back up. From what I've been seeing and studying, this virus may be here for years. We may never truly know the numbers, real or fake. We may never really know truly the numbers. Where it started is open already, and they're going to test 14 million people, they're going to do it in a week. Korea opened back up. One dude got over 200 people infected by going to 5 clubs in one night. Idiot, but that's what he did. But they were both open. The problem with this virus is 2 doctors called it. It may be the forever virus. It may be here like HIV, where it ain't going nowhere. All you can do is treat it and get better like the flu. Honestly, this is what people are saying. All that vaccine stuff is cool, but they already know that most people won't get vaccines. But from what this seems like is this virus may be here for a long time, maybe forever. This may be the flu part 2. This may be HIV part 2, where it doesn't go anywhere, where we live with this for the rest of our lives. So the reason I feel that things should be open, because people need to build their immune systems. You're not building your immune system at home. It's just facts. Your immune system might be going down sitting at home. So instead of hiding and not going to events, not going to sport events, not going to clubs, not going to the park, we should be out building our health up, building our immune system to fight against this. The people with weak immune systems, yes, they have to stay home. The people with problems, health problems, yes, they have to stay home because they are the ones most at risk. But for a normal average healthy person, normal healthy person, we should be building our immune systems up, not hiding. Because here's the problem. If we don't open now, this is my opinion, and opinions of a lot of people I've watched. If we don't open now, let's say we open in 2021, people will still die in 2021. So what's the difference between now and 2021? In 2021, more than half of America will be unemployed and losing their homes and losing their cars. Besides other parts of, I'm talking America. People will have died from starvation. The cure is not always better than the virus. So I feel we should open back up and put things in place that it's a little bit safer and less one-on-one contact, but also building up our damn immune systems. If one thing this taught us is America has the worst healthcare system in the world. It's like a third world country healthcare system. The amount of money you pay for healthcare and you still die, or you can't even get healthcare, is ridiculous. The testing, ridiculous. How is China doing 14 million tests, 11 million to 14 million tests in 1 week, but America can't get one state completely tested? I mean, there's a lot of stuff we're going on about, but the reality is, I feel we should open up because people are going to die anyway. I'm not talking about people should die. I don't want people to die. But in 2021, if we opened up on January 2021, guess what? People are still going to die. But now, it's not going to be just COVID that kills people. It's going to be suicides that kill people. It's going to be murders that kill people. It's going to be starvation that kills people. It's not just going to be a virus. The virus may kill less people than the actual secondary effects. That's why I come in it. And I have this conversation all the time with my boys. I'm like, listen, do you notice the rich are the only ones okay with staying home? There's a lot of, believe it or not, I think I may be wrong. It's like 60, 70% of Americans live check to check. Have you checked on your peoples lately? There are people without food. Now in DR, there's people without food, and you like, man, that's a poor country. So what about America? Why are people in America without food? And that's not a poor country. I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm not doing good, but you know what? I understand how life works. I'm not fooled by the media. The problem with the media is it has fooled you. See, someone said, well, the Spanish flu, they didn't shut things down. Well, they would have if they had the technology. No. They would have shut down in the Spanish flu if they had the media. That's one thing they didn't have during the Spanish flu was the media. The media is controlling the entire narrative. scaring you, scaring you, scaring you. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. And then, well, you know what? We're sorry you ain't got no job. Here's $1,200. But guess who? Guess who gets the majority of the money? The big corporations. Even the little businesses that they promised the money to, most of them ain't get nothing. Whole franchises are shutting down. So when and I told, like I someone made a comment earlier, when the money starts getting affected, that's when you'll see things opening up. When Fortune 500 companies, when billionaires start being like, wait a minute, I'm losing a lot of money right here, you're gonna see things change. I'm gonna tell you what changed the domestic violence laws. Lawsuits in America changed domestic violence laws. It wasn't OJ. It was lawsuits. When millions of dollars were being lost in different states, look up Connecticut, look up California. When millions of dollars were being lost in lawsuits, the laws changed. Things changed. Oh, no, listen, I don't believe in domestic violence, but you can go back however long you want. You smack your wife up, the police come say, hey man, take a walk. But this young lady in Connecticut got her ass beat and stomped out and her face fractured in front of the police, in front of the cops, in front of about 20 people. And when they did nothing, because they just told her, hey, calm down, man, and he kept kicking her face in, when she sued some town in Connecticut for millions of dollars and they lost, domestic violence laws all over the country. Money affects everything. It ain't if you march, it ain't if you build an army and a militia, it's money. When money gets affected, that's how America gets off their ass and starts doing things. I'm sorry if you don't know that. Maybe the media has you fooled, but look it up. Money changes laws, money changes ideas. Right now, some companies are withstanding, the big companies. Twitter said you can go home, they can work from home. Yeah, because Twitter don't need an office. Keep the guys that run the computers going, that run the, what do you call those things going? The mainframe, whatever it is. And everybody else work from home. We all right. Their business is social media. They gonna be okay. But if your business is a service industry, your business is anything besides a government job, and let me tell you something, they're going to start laying off government employees soon. So for you guys that are, oh no, I'm good, I'm a government employee. When it gets to that point, that city government is laying people off, federal government is laying people off, that's when things are going to change drastically. That's what you guys don't understand. That's my only comment on that. Earn money, Merlot's that joint. Royce J, what up? White Merlot. I've never had that, Selena. I've never had that. Never had white Merlot. Anita Smith, yes. Watch what you say when you're upset. It can scar a person for life. I know. I've said some things, some very hurtful things. B.I., what's up, baby? Traveling alone is cool. Why you live, Bo Riggs? I ain't nobody tell you go live, Bo Riggs. I'm live every Sunday, every Monday, and sometimes Friday if Taylor's around. Don't be coming in here. I ain't nobody tell you be live, bro. You should go check your notifications. Now you want to be live. Bianca know better. Bianca know where B at? Where young B at? She know better. I'm a bottle bully. B.I., when you been around me, you already know. Yes, Samantha. So you know what a simp is, and in a couple minutes we're gonna get into simp talk. Yeah, he's premiering part 2 in like 2 days. Tell Bianca, hey, where's young B at? She need to be up in here. Nobody can tell you not to put your notifications on. Nah, Bo's my man. I don't think he knew I had a live going. That's my homie. Bo was my man. Big spew in the building. I got something I really want to talk about simp time. I hate Bo Riggs. $50 if I drink out of a blue cup the rest of my life. Fly 'em high. You gotta go more. You gotta go higher than that. I like red cups, bro. Give 50, give 50. Hey, there go Young. I'm young. I'm sorry. I'm like, I am 10 minutes behind the comments. Young B in the building. Oh yeah, I'll be in Mal this Sunday. I'll be in Mal this Sunday doing some things. The river I'm going to is in Mal. I won't lie. I don't know the name of that river. I know the name of the other one, but not the one that where the house is built on. I appreciate that, Michael. Appreciate that. Nah, it's dust. Just Felix, shut up. My I gotta clean my house. Hey, King Smitty says Simps make it hard for the real G's. I don't feel that way, man. I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way. I don't feel nobody messes it up. BKG, what's up with you, baby? Man, I'm so happy Young B's in the building. Bianca Rakes in the building, y'all. Everybody shout out Bianca Rakes. BKG with his free biz. Shout out to you, brother. Yeah, there you go. You remember that, huh? You gotta pay. You gotta pay for the bottle's free. I mean, the beer's free. You gotta pay for the bottle. Young B, appreciate that. Thank you, love. What's up, Ray? Thanks, Peach. I mean, I only speak what I know and what I feel. I give you the uncut version of what I feel and the facts of what listen, I'm not just watching videos and reading. I'm speaking to health professionals that are saying this lockdown, you don't quarantine healthy people. The lockdown, and I know the asymptomatic people, yes, but the lockdown is only making our immune systems worse, making the economy worse. You know, you go back. There's a what was that movie, Bushwick, where the Russians or somebody or a militia group invaded Brooklyn, and all hell broke loose, and the militia underestimated how many guns were in Brooklyn, and the militia they thought they was winning, and they got ran out of Brooklyn. That's what America will come to. There's many people with guns. It'll get to a point where, okay, dog eat dog. I gotta eat. Ain't enough police for that. Ain't enough police when the country as a whole starts saying I gotta eat. And when things start happening in a negative way, I don't want to mention anything to even bring it to light. But when things start happening to people, to human beings that are there to protect you or there to help you or not involved in any of that nonsense, hunger is everything. See, I can tell a lot of people never been hungry. I've been hungry before. And I can tell you, hunger is everything. Hunger will turn you to somebody you're not. Go watch the Snickers commercial. That's the truest commercial in the world. When this person's sitting there as Joe Pesci or somebody with an attitude talking ish, and they go, hungry? Eat a Snickers. Because when you eat, you feel different. When you're hungry, certain hormones go through your body and make you angry. I know. I get hungry now. If I get too hungry, and I get attitude. But I'm not talking about I've been hungry before. I needed food. But even now, especially when I was bodybuilding, even now, if I'm ready to eat at 1 and I can't eat till like 3, I have a super attitude. You have things inside you that when you're hungry make you act a certain way. It's a natural reaction. Hunger will change everything. Yes, GCLA, social distancing. That's cool. But not shutting the world down. You can't. What we have, the thing that we have that they didn't have during the Spanish flu is social media. If they had social media back then, they would have sat home for two, maybe 3 years back then, which some places want to do now. But like I said, the virus started in Wuhan. Wuhan's open. They had a couple more cases popped out. They called it the second wave. They're about to test everybody. They're going to shut it down. America was late. America needs to catch up. It's getting better, but it still need to catch up. Korea, same thing. Korea probably jumped on it better than anybody. And they're right. Italy's about to open up soon. Italy was where, oh my God, Italy's going to be destroyed. The president of Italy was crying. Italy's about to open up. You have to open up. This virus may be around. It may disappear. Someone predicted it was going to disappear one day. It may. But as far as it looks right now, because a vaccine, even if they have one at this moment, will take forever to get, maybe 18 months to get it to the people. So we have to learn to live with something like we learn to live with HIV, like we learn to live with the flu. This may just be one of those diseases that's not going nowhere. It's unfortunate, but it's one of them things that, the world has to go back to spinning again. Or if it's flat, people say it's flat, to standing still again. I don't know. I watched a flat earth video today and I was mind blown. I was like, flat earth, what the F? Exactly. Money changes DUI laws. Money changes all laws. Any law that you like, man, that law is bad. Money. The draconian drug laws in New York State changed because of lawsuits from non-violent drug offenders who were locked up for 25 years. The draconian drug laws in New York State changed because of lawsuits. They did not change because people felt bad about drug dealers. That's not why it changed. It changed because they realized that most of the inmates were non-violent drug offenders and the majority were drug addicts that should have never been in prison. They should have been in drug programs. And the other non-violent drug offenders were guys who just got caught with a couple of drugs and them, never did no other crime in their life, and they're locked up for all these years. Money. When lawsuits start hitting, laws start changing. You have to understand that. World, welcome to Flip Fly, right? I ain't no bully. Me, I'm a bully. What up? I'm a nice guy, though. Appreciate you, Gil. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, Joe, government employees getting laid off. You guys don't realize that there's doctors and nurses being put on furlough. Hospitals are empty right now. I mean, all these deaths in hospitals are empty. We did get hit hard at the beginning. It happened, but that was it. The 1,000 patient hospital they built in Houston's gone. They closed it down. No patients. It is bad. I'm not denying how bad it is. But what's worse is the secondary effects that are going to happen. The suicides. I can imagine what's going to happen. Let me tell you something. What's going to happen? I'm going to tell you this. Chuck Schumer said you guys are protected in New York with rent. I'm sorry, in U.S. with rent and with your mortgage, right? I didn't get to read the fine print. I tried to find it. I couldn't find the fine print. It does not say if you have to make a balloon payment on your rent and your mortgage when all this is over. As far as I say, I didn't read the fine print. I don't know you can live rent free for up to maybe 6-7 months, a year, whatever the case may be. Does it say that when it's over, when the pandemic is over, you have to make a balloon rent payment, a balloon mortgage payment? Does anybody know that? I don't know. So they let you live mortgage free and rent free for a certain amount of time. What happens when the pandemic is so-called over, the national emergency is over? Do they want a balloon payment of their money and you ain't got no money? Think about that. When people start losing their homes, and they didn't give anything for a car loan, people start losing their homes, losing their cars, you watch what starts happening. I wouldn't want to be a repo man at that point. Yeah, repo man gonna get rich, but could imagine how many people gonna want to kill him? Forget the people that already want to kill you when that stuff is repo. They know they're wrong. They ain't pay their bill. But the people that can't pay their mortgage, can't pay their car note, can't pay their rent at all, what's gonna happen then? Tell you, y'all don't see the bigger picture. See, like I said, I told one of my boys, and I didn't even be rude to him. I was like, "You good because you got money." You look at it. He thought I was looking at it from a business standpoint in DR. No, I'm looking at it for the Dominicans. They effed up. They effed up. I'm not doing great, but I'm alive. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at it from a standpoint, if I was in the States right now and I lost my job, or I had to sit home and make almost little to nothing money, whatever the case may be, if I got hungry, yes, be worried about Flip. Be worried about me if I'm in the States and I got hungry. If I'm hungry here, I'll figure it out. But if I was in the States and I lost everything and my car's about to get towed and they might be foreclosing on my house, be worried about me. And I know that mindset. I know that type of mentality. That I'm that person that I'm telling you, be worried, because there's going to be a few million with the same mentality that are losing everything because of a virus. A virus that for some reason goes away when you wash your hands. So that's what I'm talking about. Like I said, I'm not getting conspiracy theory. I'm just saying the facts of the economy, the facts of human beings. And another thing I said, I don't know if I said it in the Sunday service, a lot of people ain't used to that prison mentality. A lot of people can't sit at home 24/7. A lot of people ain't used to that. You know what it takes to sit in isolation or sit amongst just a small group of people every single day? Do you know how hard it is to be isolated? And that's why people in the world are going outside. Everyone, you keep like, they stupid. No, they don't have the mentality to sit and be isolated. They need human contact, human stimulation. They've never been isolated before. A person in prison has to take time to get used to isolation. And a lot of guys in prison go crazy. So imagine a person who, most of their life they were around people, and all of a sudden, they're locked down. They can't do nothing with it. It's like prison. They never dealt with that before. They didn't do no crime to be in prison. So why are they sitting by? Why are they locked in their house? You have to say it's more than just how I feel. It's how I view what's going to happen. I can tell you right now. I can't count on my hands the amount of people I know that couldn't deal with the prison the mentality of being locked down. People that hit me up. We're about to get into Simp talk right now. Oh, I got that money, baby. I'm about to get some wine off for that, baby. All right, so Bianca's going live after this live. We're gonna get Simp talk right now. Shay 765, appreciate it, baby. Appreciate it. Who you cooking up today, man? Let me catch up on these comments. You can hear the Trey Songz too? Good Lord, I can't believe it. It is mad low. It is mad low. All right, so look. Let me fill this cup, and we're going to get into Simp talk right now. Simp talk coming up. Simp talk. Yes, I get up and I fill my cup up with my wine during my lives. So if you've been on my live, you're used to it. Bo Rake's never been on my lives, so he ain't used to it. Bushwood, here you go. Let's hit that like button, y'all. We're about to get into Simp talk right now. All right. John the Analysis, thank you. He says, remember people, you don't have to be homeless to be hungry. Exactly. All right. Samantha, you said I'm hungry. I said I know what it's like to be hungry. See, Samantha, no disrespect, but that comment comes from somebody who's never been hungry. I'm talking about the mindset of people when they get hungry in masses. What's going on in the Dominican Republic right now, and what's going to happen if they don't start getting that food and money to these people. The mindset of someone who's hungry is I will do anything to eat. See, See, that comment shows me, and no disrespect, but you've never experienced that. Because if you're hungry, you'll do what it takes to eat any and everything. When those ribs are touching and your stomach is growling and you're hurting and you're getting dizzy, when you're hungry, you will do things you've never thought you would ever do to eat. Trust me when I tell you. All right, so Simp Talk. Let me try to catch up on some of these comments. I'm sorry, y'all. Still got to pay your rent. Yep. Jay saying, appreciate that, baby. Nah, check it out, Silver. I told Felix. Chuck Schumer had mentioned that federally funded loans, as most mortgages are, they'll extend it up until 12 to 18 months, but you have to apply. So it's not guaranteed, but you got to apply for an extension 12 to 18 months. Add 6 months to the mortgage. Okay, that makes sense, Gilbert. But I do know that Chuck Schumer had said, he made a video on his Instagram about it. 12 months, you can add 18 months, but you have to apply for it. It's like a super extension. You can apply and they'll let it go. Okay, so look, let's get into this Simp Talk. Here we go. So in the you know, I hate that. I hate OnlyFans, right? But we're gonna get into Simps period. But in the light of OnlyFans, I came up with a slogan that blew my mind: work or twerk. I'm online a lot. Like I said, social media is the devil, but I learn a lot from. I study humans, so I learn a lot from watching people's social media and how it's so. You know, I'm gonna tell you like this, and you can feel however you want to feel. You can share it with your favorite top model. You can share it with your everybody hit that like button. You can share it with your favorite rapper, singer, whoever she is. If Twitter, Instagram, and OnlyFans shut down tomorrow, half of these broads will go hungry, and they'd be the women that I'm talking about that need to go out there and start robbing and killing and stealing. I'm sorry. If Twitter, Instagram, and OnlyFans shut down tomorrow, I don't know what most of these women would do. Now, I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the women who depend on these things, these social media things, to push themselves as models, push themselves as somebody. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm nobody on social media. What is it? I've got 7,400 people on YouTube. I've got 4,000 on Instagram. I don't do Twitter. I never got into Twitter. I've got 5,000 on Facebook, multiple Facebook pages, whatever the case may be. I'm nobody on social media, but I'm somebody in real life. And what social media allow people to do is become somebody they're not, and be famous. You know, I see girls that I know with 100,000 followers on Instagram, and I'm like, then I said, like I told you guys with the OnlyFans thing, I'm not calling them hoes. I know some of them are strippers or what do you call those? Porn video chicks, and I'm not knocking them for that. I'm looking at that regular chick. As I told you, this is what OnlyFans is. And tell me if I'm wrong, because I've seen over 1,000 OnlyFans videos. I don't pay for that crap because I'm not gonna pay for it. I delete it. To me, it's the same stuff that was going on Instagram, except you gotta pay for it. Shout out to the dudes from OnlyFans. I wish I had stock in the company. It's great, it's amazing, but I'm telling you what I see. Stripping, a little play around with yourself, and then sitting on a dildo and playing with a dildo. If that site closed tomorrow, what the hell are they gonna do? And I'll bring the Simp something in a second. This, and I posted on my Instagram. If y'all listen, Ryan, post my Instagram, please, or Felix, post my Instagram. I blocked my Instagram. What I decided was this: I got a lot of people that come to my Instagram and don't follow me. So what I'm gonna do is this: I'm gonna block my Instagram. If you want to see what's on my Instagram, and it's some very exciting stuff, motivational stuff, I always post on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, because the reality is, I post a lot of stuff in my personal life as well. And if you're really gonna follow me, be a follower. YouTube is one thing, but Instagram, I show a lot. So follow me on Instagram. What I learned is in this pandemic, and I posted on Instagram, the pandemic has taught me something really, really amazing. Like I said, work or twerk. This day and age, there's a lot of women that have no skills whatsoever, other than twerking, other than playing with dildos. And I'm serious. And I'm not trying to knock women. I don't listen. You do what you do. But here's where I stand as a man who has no. I don't have any problem with women. And those OnlyFans women, and those women on Instagram, those private Snapchats and all that stupid stuff. I don't want them. I just saw a video where the dude said, "I don't want to be with you no more. You got OnlyFans." People were like, "Is he wrong?" No, he's not wrong. She's on the internet playing with herself for everybody to see. I don't want to be with that shit. So here we get into the Simps. I just saw a chick post on Instagram. Oh, they gonna call me a hoe? I made $500,000. Congratulations. Your life is empty except for $500,000. That's okay. Money's cool, but I don't want to be with you. And if I'm a millionaire, I damn sure don't want to be with you. What have you gained? Are you teaching your daughter, make sure when she gets 13 years old, she starts her OnlyFans page, Virgin Edition? I just don't understand. And let's talk about the Simps. How are you guys paying for this? It's free. You guys are paying for everything they showed you for free on Instagram and everything they were showing for free on different outlets. So who's paying on it? Yes, trust me, there's a lot of guys back paying for it. I know it is. I'm not knocking it, but why? What are you paying for this stuff for? I'm going to tell you what I think I'm going to do. I had a Paradise Life, as I told you guys, started from a Facebook group where I had female friends interacting with my male friends. It was kind of a big deal at one point, but I shut it down. That's where the name Paradise Life actually came from years ago. But now it's more of a travel group, whatever the case may be. I think I should start a WhatsApp group. Facebook too raunchy, they watch you. I think I should start a WhatsApp group with nudes. I saw a World Star Hip Hop. The dude was saying how he had a Tinder, and I told you guys this is a big scam down here, big scam all over the world, but big scam down here. And he was putting girls photos up with a fake Cash App, getting dudes to send him tons of money for photos that obviously ain't him. So I think I'm gonna start a I think I should start a WhatsApp group. Make guys pay $10 to $15 a month, and you get to see nudes once a week or twice a week. But here's the thing. You not only get to see nudes, but you actually might get to meet the girl if you came to wherever she's at, whether it's in DR, wherever it is. Because these OnlyFans chicks, most of them never gonna meet them. These fantasy chicks, which I call fantasy chicks, which by the way are regular chicks. Just because a chick has 500,000 followers on Instagram does not make her anybody special. Because if Instagram didn't exist, she would be pumping gas. And like I said, I'm not knocking these women. I'm just knocking where social media has taken us. That we have put them on such a high pedestal that guys are making sure they make $500,000 by playing with themselves and showing a little titty. I'm gonna start. I forgot to start my OnlyFans. I'm gonna start an OnlyFans, show a little titty. I'm gonna see how much money I get. I'm gonna be like that. Let me catch up with these comments. Sky Luke, they do have some insurance, but not a whole lot. Someone said it ends in July 31st. Pete Jack, I'm gonna get it back. Let's go and stay in the Simp talk. Yeah, for now. I believe the suicide rate gonna get up. Nah, Lenny, I'm not getting into conspiracies. Lenny, listen when I talk. There's no conspiracies here. I'm saying we need to open up before the cure becomes worse than the disease. You just read there, suicides are going to be up. People are going to lose everything. The deaths are not going to stop. So I'm not talking about conspiracies. I'm just saying the world needs to open up because whether we're closed or whether we're open, the deaths are still going to happen. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not in no conspiracy theory, so don't compare me to anybody else. I'm talking about what's going to happen in the world. Hungry people are going to start reacting. I just saw a video on Facebook before I got on this live where a chicken truck full of live chickens crashed somewhere in DR. I don't know where it was. Somewhere in DR. And they were stealing all the chickens. That's hungry people, my friends. Hungry people. They took they were fighting for the live chicken. These are live chickens, not dead. And they were fighting for the chickens and running away with them. That's hungry people. I know some of you have no idea what it's like to be hungry, but I do. When people are hungry, you better have extra locks on your door because they come into your house. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm telling you what happens when the masses are hungry. I'm not talking about one or two people. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands, millions of people start going hungry. It ain't happening yet, but right now we may have thousands of people in the States hungry. Right here, there's hundreds of thousands of people in DR hungry. And things are, how you guys kept saying, man, they gonna start robbing in DR. What you think gonna happen in America when people get hungry? You think it ain't gonna happen in America? Here, it's just gonna happen faster. Because people are gonna go hungry faster. Because there's no $1,200 a month. There's no welfare. There's no food stamps. There's no unemployment. That's what you guys don't understand. That's my concern. My concern is I don't think nobody sees the bigger picture in what's going to happen when the masses get hungry. And I understand a lot of you don't know what hunger is. I understand that. Some of you have never been hungry. And when I say hungry, I mean you didn't have a meal. You had no idea where a meal was coming from. Now let me get back into simp talk. You don't want to listen to my words, you ain't gonna listen to them. But when someone, and I don't wish bad on nobody, but when someone affects you in a way because they were hungry, or someone you know because they were hungry, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Hunger is a monster. Hunger is the most dangerous person in the world. Hunger's, only thing more dangerous than hunger is water. It's the most powerful thing in this world. But hunger is the second most dangerous thing in this world. Hunger makes you do things you would not do. I'm done with that. Let's stick to simp talk. Look at Mission Gold said. I mean, you read the comments. People are not meant to be isolated. T-Love, internet's working well tonight. The fan is bad now? All right, can we catch up on these? Let me catch up on these simp comments. Listen, that's my point. I don't think people are not. You know what? I don't want to laugh because I know it's not funny. But when the lump sum payments, see, a lot of people who are not complaining are good, are set in their life, where they have income, whether they're retired, whether they have a company, or whether they have money to the side. They're okay. But the people who are not okay, those are the ones I'm concerned about. I know people with money don't care. People with retirement don't care because their money's every month. It's the people who live check to check. And believe it or not, most of America lives check to check. I'm worried about those people. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about Dominicans here who depend on work to feed their family. Living here is almost like check to check, but less money. All right, let's catch up to the simp talk, guys. Dennis, I don't keep the bottle next to me because I want cold wine. Michael Nunez, what up? It's all right. I don't listen. I don't get paid for this video, so the music in the background, whatever. I really y'all don't believe me. I don't get paid from YouTube. They find every reason to block my videos. Samantha, if you ain't caught up to what a simp is yet, I can't help you, love. Lenny, a simp falls in love with a chick from anywhere. Oh, it's definitely gonna be worse than the Great Depression. I agree with that. I didn't see what Travel Squad said. Did I miss that? Oh, Travel Squad. Yeah. Listen, being middle class in America is poor. 100% right. Being middle class in America, that's poor. Like they said, the dude with a 9 to 5 lives worse than the dude on welfare. That's just what it is. I know that. Yeah, I saw what you did. You sent me. I got to read a fly. Wisconsin went against their stay-home order. Yeah. So let's get to these Simps. So you guys see what I'm talking about with this. The thing with me, and I'm not just gonna pick on OnlyFans. It's not just that. This was going on way before OnlyFans. It was going on Instagram where girls say, I seen people say, send me messages. A girl said, send me $100 for my WhatsApp. What? Send me $100 for nudes. Huh? Wait a minute. Where did we do that at? Where did we do this at? When did we become, and it's social media's fault, it's social media's fault, because before social media, I don't know guys were sending money for pictures. Maybe guys in prison. I didn't know normal people sending money for pictures. That's weird to me. Let me tell you something. I've got so many damn nudes, I've had to tell women stop sending me nudes. I know what it looks like, ma. I'm inspected before we do what we do. I don't need you to send me pictures. I delete nudes and videos from my phone every day. I know what it looks like. I've been around for a while. I'm not new at this. You know, and for those that are new at it, that's cool. But at the same time, I don't want to see it. Don't send me the nudes. I don't care. And I know guys live by it. Oh, I love the nudes. How many naked women can you possibly look at? Nowadays, most of them got fake bodies anyway, which is a total turn off for me. I won't get into that. Fake breasts, I could kind of deal with it. Fake butts, miss me with it. Miss me with it. I want a woman with a natural body because who knows what they had to do to get the fake body. Number one, you forget about that part, what they had to do to afford the surgery. Number two, it's phony. I'm dealing with a phony. I want to see the real version. I'm at a point in my life where it means more to me to have something real than eye candy. I've had eye candy. I've had eye candy people to die for. People to pay OnlyFans $500,000 for. Whatever. I've done that. I want a little bit of eye candy, but I ain't gotta have the fake body. The waist is this big and the butt is that you can't even see on the screen. That's corny to me. And no knock on you guys. A lot of guys like the fake butts and the fake breasts. Cool. I'm talking about me. We're talking about this guy right here. I don't care for it. When I used to train women with butt jobs, I used to get pissed. Because you got to see the list of stuff that the doctor gives them they can't do in the gym. Well, why are you here? Instead of spending thousands of dollars for surgery, you should have spent $1,000 with me for training, and I'd have got you a bigger butt. Not a huge butt, but a bigger butt. I know how to make butts bigger. Women can get their butt bigger without surgery. It won't be gigantic, but it'll be a bigger butt. So for me, the list of things that they had to do, I would tell them, I can't train you. I can't train you with that list. Can't squat too much. Can't sit on a hot surface. Can't sit down too much. Can't do leg lifts. What can we do? So I didn't train a lot of girls with the butt stuff. You know what I'm saying? The gym would have fixed that. It wouldn't have made it that. But if your butt was that flat, you weren't meant to have a butt. That's what I think, right? Black China. All right, Travel Squad said Black China. Who the hell likes Black China? Fake lips, fake nose, fake everything. What about her is sexy? What about those fake females is sexy? Here's what I'm gonna tell you guys. Let me scroll up and finish this before I say this comment, because it's gonna hurt some people's feelings. There was a meme I read one time. It was like a meme, like a post on Instagram. And you know what it said? It said if you like women with all the surgery, fake breasts, fake ass, and all that stuff, all the working's done, then you probably like men. Because it's fake. And men are doing the same surgeries that these women are doing so they can look like women. And some guys can't tell the difference. And I at first I was like, what does that mean? Then I understood. I was like, you know what? He's right. Because you like all that fake stuff, you'll accept it on anybody, man or woman, because that woman's fake. You're seeing the fake version of her. physically. So what's to stop a man who men are doing it? What's to stop a man from getting the breast, getting the butt? What's to stop him? And what's to you want liking that mofo who has the same dimensions as the fake woman? Food for thought. You do the dishes. I'm just saying. If this dude goes out here and gets this, and this dude's doing it, there's 2 dudes on Instagram who I've had to tell dudes, stop posting her picture. That's a dude. And when they go and have a conversation in DM, what does the person say? Yeah, I'm a man. I used to be a man. You know why? Because the body's super fake. You were, oh my God, look at her butt. Look at her breasts. Oh my God. It's a man. Well, it was a man. It was born a man. They've got its kid pictures. That's how it blew itself up and decided to start telling the truth. All that fake stuff is not. I'm sorry. Now, if you get your stomach done, if a woman gets a stomach done, okay, I can. You know, some women can't lose that little belly fat, that baby fat. Okay, I'm having a problem losing my gut right now. I'm getting all my muscle back, but I'm losing. You know, it's a little gut. It is what it is. I won't get a tummy tuck, but I'm not mad at that. But when they start adding on to things that they don't need to, when a girl has legs this big, looking like that, and that's the butt, I can't rock with that. It's a turnoff. Hey, PJ, I'm just saying. Most of these women are that fake stuff doesn't turn me on. Fitness first, yeah, exactly. Listen, I told the girl, but they already got the surgery in Venezuela. This is when Venezuela was the top place for plastic surgery before all the nonsense happened. If you know, at one point Venezuela was #1 for plastic surgery before all the nonsense happened. And they went to Venezuela, got their surgery. Colombian chicks did that in America. And I told them, I said, had you come to me, I would have got you, maybe not as big, because they got a big butt. I would have got you a nice size butt with exercise, and you could have paid me. Oh, Omar, I think my biggest fear is probably being drowned. Honestly, that's probably my biggest fear. Kevin Moore, what up? Toothpicks dragging the trash can. Alfredo, he says it's getting to the point we need a birth certificate. That is so right. It is to the point where now there are so many men that have the fake stuff that you might not know. It's weird, which is why I've always loved natural before the man thing, but I've always loved natural because natural is just beautiful. Okay, she don't got a butt. All right, you know, what else? I like a butt. It ain't got to be a huge butt. It can be all right, but you know, I'm not too particular. I just like the way a woman looks sometimes. And like I said, I'm not picky. It's about the person. If I'm attracted to you, I'm attracted to you. There's no particular things. But I can tell you what turns me off. Fake butt. I don't remember the last time I talked to a woman with a fake butt. No, that's a lie. 2 years ago. Last year. Okay, last year. That's a lie. But I'm not into that. You know? But when it's, especially, and these are women who had a fake butt, but it augmented, but it was not crazy. If it's crazy, I don't want to talk to you. Hands down, you can ask Zeke, you can ask my Paradise Life homies. I'll be like, what do you see in that's nasty? Oh, it's okay. No, for me it's not. Maybe for you it is. I don't see anything sexy in her ass sticking out like that, and I know it's fake. The butt don't mean she can have sex and she's good in the bed. The butt just means she did it for pictures. She did it for social media. She did it for OnlyFans. That's what the butt means. And how does she get the money to pay for that butt? Who knows? Or who paid for the butt? Who knows? Michael, I love the natural spinach. Shout to you, brother. Creative, OnlyFans is paying off. I'm telling you, it is. And I'm not knocking OnlyFans. I'm just saying I learned from OnlyFans. I thought IG was bad. I don't want to see. Shout to one of my homies. He does OnlyFans, and I told him, get me some girls in bikinis doing math problems. I may subscribe. I may spend $10 a month? I don't know. I may drop a donation if you give me a girl in a bikini breaking down animal science, breaking down the planets. You know what? All right. Get me a woman, and if you find this girl on OnlyFans, call my phone. Get me a woman breaking down the table of elements in a bikini. She ain't got to break it all down because it's a long table. Give me the first 20 elements. I'm paying. I want her in a bikini though, but she got to be sexy. But that'll impress me because none of this other stuff impresses me. And you guys think I'm joking. Twerking, dildo play, stupidity does not impress me. It is porn, and porn is free. Just in case you didn't know. So Mission Gold said, but all jokes aside, you know you have a good one when she is good looking, natural, great personality, smart, and not a money grabber. She's a treasure. That's what we call a unicorn. Yeah, a lot of Dap is right. A lot of Colombian women have surgery. I said that in my video. A lot of Colombian women have surgery, and it's no knock. They have Fernando. What's up? They have that. What's that word? They have that Latin American body. You know, so a lot of them don't have that body. Kayla, I think I found it in you, baby. Shout out to you and so Kayla. That's my homie. Porn is free everywhere, Sean. Listen, hit me up. I'll send you all the porno in my phone that I'm about to delete at 2 o'clock this morning. Porn is free. Okay, so Pete Jack said, and yes, Kayla, I love you, baby. Pete Jack said she did the surgery because she got low self-esteem. Now she got something fake that she wants the world to see. Okay, and I understand the low self-esteem part. I've talked about that. But now you're fake. Your self-esteem is fake. Your confidence is fake. I don't want you. I don't want someone fake. Because if you're fake on the outside, you're probably fake on the inside too. You know? I got a lot of girls who were friends of mine when I first came to Sosua. They ended up getting surgery, who they don't like me now. Because I was like, you all right now. I knew you before the surgery. I ain't really feeling that. And their attitudes got up because guys showed them way more attention because of the surgery, which I understand a guy's mentality. But I was like, miss me with it. It doesn't impress me. And no knock to you guys that love the fake butts. No knock to you guys. I'm talking about me. I don't like it. It does not impress me. These so-called models on Instagram will be out of work tomorrow if Instagram shut down. Listen, God forbid that tomorrow all the internet in the world went out, except for text messaging and WhatsApp. You can WhatsApp, but you couldn't send photos. God forbid all the internet went out. You could never send photos anymore, just WhatsApp. And you couldn't send photos on WhatsApp, you just talk. 90% of these women on social media will be homeless. They'd be homeless because they have no skills. All they do is shake their butts, play with dildos, and that's what the Simps pay them for. You know? So here's another thing I want to talk about the Simps. Shout out to South Jersey. Here's another thing I want to talk about Simps. So on one of my groups, the guys were talking about Simps, right? Talking about falling in love with a Dominican woman. And as I said in Sunday service, I think that 4-hour Sunday service is really dope. Shout out to you guys. I tell people you should go watch it. I'm not getting paid for it, so I ain't telling you watch it. I'm getting paid for it, but you should go watch in the background, turn it on while you're sleeping, whatever the case may be. It's a lot of good positive stuff and a lot of good conversation. But what people were talking about was falling in love with a Dominican chick. Can you find it? Yes, you can. You can find any woman anywhere in the world, but it's up to you. Now, there was a couple of dudes going, well, I got swag. I'm gonna tell you something. Swag is overrated. Youth is overrated. Being a sugar daddy is overrated. I'm talking about to the men now. A sugar mama is overrated too. In my opinion, and this is me giving my opinion, you can't find anything real until you meet someone real. And I'm not going to talk about surgeries. I'm talking about, of course, the surgery's fake, so they may not be real either. But someone real. And when you're looking for a relationship, you will never find it. I'm telling you. We talked about this Sunday. If you're looking for someone, you will never find it. It's when you're not looking, when you're just enjoying your life, and you're exuding that great and good and positive energy, that people start being infected with your positivity. So when you're chasing a woman, that's a simp, because she's never going to be what you want to be. But when you're exuding the positivity and you're living your best life, as they say, you will infect other people. Listen to what I said. You will infect other people with your positivity, and they will be drawn to you. I think looking for a woman, looking for love in any country is not that bright. Can you be women? Yeah, women, you can be women. I never said you couldn't. I said just watch who you deal with and know what you're dealing with. But looking and searching and going into some of these groups and hey, mommy, let me get your number. I'm like, then you get the guys who think they're young bucks and go, well, I got swag, I got muscles. You old guys know what you're talking about. All that talk shows me you got no confidence. So all the muscles, all the swag, all the jewelry, the Beamer, the Benz, it shows me you got no confidence. Those things make you. Your muscles are one thing, but talking about them and talking about your swag, you need those things to make you. You can't just approach a woman and be yourself, and a lot of people can't. But I saw a meme. I wanted to save this meme, but Instagram, when you press the button, it just starts flying away. It was this dude that was 300 pounds, and he got on his knees with a bouquet of flowers to this beautiful young girl, beautiful. That was the first time he asked her on a date, right? It was a split meaning. Guy's about 300 pounds, fat kid, beautiful young lady gave her the flowers on his knee. In the split on the other side of the meaning was the same girl pregnant and him rubbing her belly on his knee. So it ain't about looks all the time. I know a lot of us think it's about looks. It ain't about looks. It's about your approach, being able to talk to a woman. So a lot of guys get caught up because they're looking for something that isn't there. I'm like, man, you become a simp when you start chasing. You become Norman. You become the guy who's paying for a sex slave. And then later you realize you actually had a good girl. Story of Norman, check it out. You actually had a good girl, but you were so fiending for sex because you don't get nobody. You wanted to buy a sex slave, and then you found out she wasn't about that. She wasn't about that life. She wanted a boyfriend or a husband. So you treated the woman you treated the woman that could have been good for you like a whore, and you treated a whore like a woman could have been good for you. There's a meme that goes around in Spanish all the time, and it says the problem with some men is you treat a whore like your woman, and the woman that could be your wife like a whore. That's to the men. It ain't hard to find a unicorn. You got not to look for it. Don't look for it. Learn to love yourself. Anita Smith, half of them say they got swag or a clown. Facts on facts on facts. It's about having a way with women, for men, and not a way being able to talk to a woman. I told you guys in the story, I didn't know how to approach women. I didn't. I had to learn. You know, all my confidence, all my good looks. When I had the hair, I was the young teen idol, Tom Cruise, whatever you want to say. I just didn't know how to talk to women. It took time, women, because I was so used to women talking to me. So I was kind of handicapped because when I wanted to talk to a woman, if she didn't step over and talk to me first, and we'll get into that one day, because there's a certain thing about females that if you don't talk to them in a certain period of time, you brought their self-esteem down. I'm sure Anita will talk about that when we do talk about that conversation. And men as well. If you don't talk to them in a certain amount of time, once you make eye contact, a certain amount of time you talk to somebody. If you don't, your self-esteem and their self-esteem at a certain point. We'll talk about that in another video. So I had to learn to talk to women. If a woman didn't talk to me first, back before I learned how to talk to women, I never talked to them. Which sometimes to this day I'll do it. I'll go back to my old ways and I'll be like, I'll give eye contact and I'm like, in my mind, when she see me looking, she gonna come over, she gonna say hi, or she gonna do a wave, you know, and I go back to that. When I should just say, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. That's the shy Greg. He said, Flip, stop chasing you, son. What are you talking about? I'm catching up to these comments now. Lenny, exactly. If Instagram, OnlyFans, and Twitter shut down tomorrow, and Snap, I think Snapchat's pretty much done, there would be nothing. And that taught me a lot about social media. How us men put these women up here. Now, there's men doing the same thing these women are doing. There's men with these OnlyFans pages, and there's men that get the Instagram money as well. But the women don't do it as much as we do. You know, there's not that many men that are up here getting all that money like these women are. There's tons of these women doing it. And that's because of us. Because we want to see more and more and more, but it's the same thing. There's nothing different. Gendry, what's good? Shout out to you, baby. Can I do a video on how to approach and talk to women? I think that's something I will do. And I may have some actual women with me to show you how I approach them and have them respond. Because being my, I'm sorry, Anita beat me to it. Being myself is how I approach women. You know, I'm gonna tell you a secret before I'm gonna do the video. You got that? I'm gonna do that video with Harry. Being myself is how I get women. I have a thing. You know, I tell you guys, asses and seats is how I get clients when it comes to my personal training business, and asses and seats. I got you guys tuned in right now. Asses and seats. Being yourself goes a long way. I've had this conversation with men before, and I go, anywhere in the world, make a woman laugh. Make a woman laugh, and you just broke down one barrier. Once she's laughed, keep it flowing. The problem is a lot of us don't know how to talk. A lot of us don't know how to have conversation because everything's through social media now. You the best texter. You the best in the DM. You got your whole script together. You the best in the DM. But when it's face to face, now you don't know what to say. Ha ha ha. Cheers. You done gave 17 cheers and you ain't had no conversation yet. I'm in a mofo ear. She's gonna be smiling. She's gonna be laughing. We gonna be having fun. And I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm not bigging myself up. I'm gonna tell you right now because I've had people with me that've seen this. Shout out to Dean Cole, he was with me one time. She's gonna ask me, can we leave? Can we get up out of here? Because I'm just cracking jokes and I'm having, you know, I'm keeping her interested by being myself. I may throw some little dirty, flirty things up in there. You know, I can give you all the secrets now. But it's about keeping her laughing, keeping her entertained, knowing that my conversation is not boring, knowing that we can communicate and she's cool. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually, and I'm not pressing for sex, I'm not pressing for it, but eventually she wants it. She's like, man, I'm enjoying this. Can we take this to the next? You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, people have seen me do it. I ain't got to toot my own horn. I had heard someone talk about dates. And I had a couple guys mad at me last year in one of my groups. So I'm talking about real dates, like an actual date, when you go on a date. You know what I'm saying? I have had one, and you're not gonna believe me, and I don't care because this is my life, not yours, and I ain't gotta make nothing up. I have had one first date where I did not have sex with a woman. One in my entire life. And I'm talking about a real date. Go out, someone you met, going out, get drinks with them, go to dinner, movies, whatever the case may be. One first date where I have not had sex with a woman on the first date. One. And I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna blow your mind. When I found out that people were not having sex on the first date, I didn't understand this. I did not understand this. You know why? Because it was so normal for me. I wouldn't even have to push for it. I'm not pushing for sex when I go out. But I make things interesting. And the woman kind of wants it. You know what I'm saying? There's a Nas line where he goes, it's mandatory that they hand it to me. I got no game. It's just some chicks understand my story. That's how kind of like I've always lived. I'm being honest with you. You're honest with me. Women sometimes want to say, hey, let's roll. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you something. My wife, who I was married to, married for a short period of time, but together for a long period of time, off and on, have my beautiful daughter with, we were together the first night we hung out. There's nothing wrong with that. But I got married to this one. I was with this one for over 10 years. So there's nothing wrong with that. But I've never experienced, when guys would tell me to go on dates and not getting none, I was like, okay, was that by choice? You know, because I've never experienced it. Most of the time I wasn't even thinking about sex when I'm out with a woman, but they would think they were. You know, I can tell you right now, my last real date, this is exactly how it happened. I'm thinking we're going to go get some food, get some drinks, and she probably going to go to work, and I'll holler at her later, and I'll probably come to her job and say what's up real quick. You know, nothing crazy. She worked at a club. Nothing crazy. We go out, eat, which is part of the plan. I wasn't thinking about sex, none of that. I was actually was planning on meeting up with someone else later on. Just same thing, go out for drinks in another bar. She goes, as we eat, she goes, hey, I gotta be to work like in 5 hours. I'm like, I know, I ain't gonna keep up your time. You know, you wanna go leave now? You know, you cool? I'll go home, whatever. You know, I'll come out later on because it's a little early. She goes, no, it's been a while since I had sex. And I tell you, I don't play the dumb blonde. I am the dumb blonde. I'm like, oh, so what does that mean? Can we get in my car and go to the hotel? I was like, okay, you know, all right. Then that's exactly how it went. Conversation, me being myself. She probably hadn't had it in a while either. She was feeling me. That's it. I think we try too much to be somebody else. And to me, simps sometimes try to pay for the attention rather than just being themselves. Let me catch up on these comments. Leo, what's good? The gas station. Yeah, but I felt about, so you wasn't there Sunday. I talked about that Sunday. In the gas station, cousin Felix, she ain't give me the number. Remember, she said she had a boyfriend. Catch up on these comments. Get them likes up, y'all. Rip Young, there you go. That's the song. There you go. Kayla, I'm not gonna repeat that comment. Kayla, when you fly down, we going on a date, Kay. Hey, listen, all you guys in the chat, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Stop hollering at my boo Kayla. When the what do you call those? The borders open up. Me and Kayla going on a date. The ground was so sandy, girls on my jock like ants on candy. I like that one. I really like that one. I like that one. Sean Patrick, yeah, I'm cuffing. Yeah, I'm cuffing Kayla. I'm cuffing Kayla. You better believe it. I'm blocked on your channel, bro. Nah, shout out to Kayla. That's dumb. Yeah. So you know, for me, like I said, I don't want to take this video too long because I know Bo's about to do a video, Mayor about to do a video, they're about to do live. Shout out to Bianca, they're about to go live. But so I'll end this in a minute. And if any questions you guys got, hit me now, so I can cut this live in a minute. Let me see. Sorry, answer some. Doc, you gotta fill me in what happened. I don't know what happened. The lights, lights just did something here. I don't know what just happened. What do I like more, Extra Viejo or Presidente? I don't like beer, and I'm kind of tired of dark rum, but I used to like Extra Viejo. I stopped with the beer. There you go, Takanya. That's the perfect. I'm gonna read what he said. He said, "No woman owes you anything, states or DR or anywhere. Their body belongs to them. If you can't make a woman feel like it is a win-win, you don't deserve their body, pesos, us, etc. All starts in the mirror." That's right. No, I'm actually I'm bigger, but my damn stomach won't go away. I just said that. I ran into Gendry the other day. He's like, "You gonna call me a bunch of fats?" Glenn Bull, you got all types, baby. You got all types. Doc, you gotta hit me up private. I don't know what happened. And I don't see Ryan on here anymore. Okay, now everything good, Doc. Yeah, so like I said, I used to drink beer 905, and they're the coldest for you guys. So when you're hot, I used to drink beer. I drink a beer once in a while. I'm just not a bit. I spent years drinking beer, so I'm more into alcohol. I put like this: if we hang out and you a beer drinker, I'll have like 1 or 2 beers with you. Then I gotta get a bottle. Beer just makes me feel really bloated and gassy. But I keep them cold, baby. Jose Lopez, appreciate you, baby. So yeah, guys, any more questions before we get out of here? Appreciate you. Like I said, think about that painkillers, man. That's something I don't think a lot of us think about. How we may affect ourselves by trying to, maybe affect others too, by trying to cover up whatever ails us, whatever pains us. I know who it is, man. I already knew who it was when I saw the name. Trust me, I knew it was you. You the only one gonna have that name out there. Yeah, but I drink beer though. Like I said, there's not a lot. You won't see me drinking like tons of bottles of beer. Couple beers, then I get to the alcohol. That's just I've always been that way. I've had moments where I've sat and drank only beer because I'm with beer drinkers. I've done that. Just later on at night, I'm bloated as hell, but I can do it. Travel Squad, appreciate that, babe. Appreciate it. But yeah, so that's what I told you guys earlier. They had the meeting today. Any news you hear is not solid right now. They'll let you know tomorrow what's gonna happen. If something comes out solid tomorrow, I'll put up a quick video, let you guys know. But right now, something was approved. I just can't say what it was. GCLA, appreciate that, babe. Appreciate that $10. Oh, mission goal. I can never do Guinness. Guinness is an acquired taste. I could never do it. What's the alcohol that can't be found in DR? Everything is here. It's just the new flavors of certain alcohol, like peach. We talked about the other day. What's that called? Crown Royal Peach is not here yet. Any new Cirocs that come out take a while to get here. Just new stuff. Tito's was out. Like, people were bringing me Tito's for a year before it was even in DR. And shout out to one of my homies. I can't remember his name. I actually met him through somebody at Flip Flop. He works for Tito's. And I told him, I said, hey, I got his number in my phone somewhere. Tito's wasn't in DR for a while. So basically whatever comes out new and whatever flavors comes out new, that's what you can't find in DR. I already know that, Takanya. I already know. Shout out to the team. Tell the team I said what up. Shout out to the team. Too much wine. I need to piss. Wine don't make me go to the bathroom. Yeah, well, we talked about the peaches. The peach might not be here for a little while. I think Apple just got to DR. I was getting my Crown Apple from duty free. I think Crown Apple just got to DR if it is here yet, or it's still got to be duty free. But peach will be a while before it gets here. Hey, so I've gotten a hangover in Ciroc. I don't get many hangovers often. But I've gotten a hangover Ciroc because Ciroc is sweet. Now I'll keep drinking it. Anita, do I have? No, Tito's is in DR now. Tito's is in DR now, but it wasn't in DR previously. When Tito's first hit the scene, it probably took DR almost 2 years to really get it here. Now it's in every store. But previously, Tito's wasn't here. So the only things you can't find in DR are the newer liquors, that things that come out recent to you guys, like stuff that's in all the stores for you guys is not going to be here for a while. And flavors. Like a new Ciroc flavor comes out, it's going to take a long time to get to DR. If I ever told you guys a story, I was the person that brought Ciroc to Dominican Republic. I used to bring it to the owner of Roomba and give it to him all the time. Takanyo, I did not know Angela had a YouTube. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Don't get started, Takanyo. Ginger, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Shout out to Ginger. I drank Hennessy last time when Felix was here last time I drank Hennessy, I think. Sean, for me, you guys maybe, I started doing my Spanish classes today. I did 3 classes online. Remind me Sunday, I can't remember the name of this lady I found. I actually emailed her. I thought she was a Mexican lady, young lady, teaches very well. I started 2 basic classes, then I went to a more advanced class. I was just refreshing some stuff up. I told you I'm trying to get a little bit better with my Spanish, so that everybody knows I speak. I'm at a higher level of Spanish than most people. Cool, but I'm not perfect. I'm not Latino, so I'll never be perfect. So if I can just get better, I'll try. I'm using all this time to advance myself. You know what I'm saying? Put my business models in order. Try to figure out what I'm going to do, because honestly, this is killing me as well. Online chat, no, it's a YouTube. It was a YouTube channel. I emailed her for an online chat. And shout to he hit me on Instagram, man. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. Sorry about that. He said he does Spanish classes. I'm not really interested in doing a one-on-one Spanish class. It'd have to be a really super advanced class. I'm more interested in just getting some stuff to help me learning tools to keep me fresh and keep me crisp and make my Spanish improve. Ferrari Jackson, what up? Yeah, Jesse, I can't remember the name. I think it's called Butterfly Spanish. That might be the name. Man, Daniel, I spoke to Daniel the other day. He's doing good. He's in Haiti. Danny's doing good. Fly him high. Do your thing, baby. Oh, Presidente Black is good, but like I said, I can't do a ton of beer. Can't do a ton of beer. So listen, guys, stay tuned. Exactly, perfecting the grammar. Things like today, things like estar, stuff like that. I sometimes just spit it out, and I may say it the wrong way. People know what I'm saying, but I'd rather. Well, how about say it perfectly? Because what I noticed in Colombia was when I was talking to them in Colombia, some of them were like, they were there with me because the conversation was flowing, but their Spanish is perfect. So I'm used to the Spanish here. I got to kind of get back to that. That's why I decided with a Mexican teacher, get back to that perfect Spanish, so that no matter what, Jessie Short. I think it's butterfly Spanish, and I like the way she was teaching. She went in and she went back, and she, the way she was teaching kind of reminded me of our old teacher Miss Ortiz back in PS 123, and it generated with me the way she was teaching. But I told you guys, I'm going to improve myself. We should all be improving ourselves during these times right now. No, bad Spanish habits are not hard to change. You just got to study them. I have a lot of bad Spanish habits that I developed being here. But I'm actually I'm working on it now. So that's what, during my day, I find things to do. And I'm talking a lot. I may cut my phone off, watch a movie, may watch a couple documentaries, go online, study some stuff, just go into different things I'm interested in. But like I said, in the morning I work out, and after that I'm kind of just flowing through the day, seeing what's good with the kids. My son, like I said, my son's doing good. I'm waiting on his mother to tell me about my grandson. Check on everybody, see how everybody doing. Speak to you guys when I can. So I'll let you guys know what's going on. I'm sure people are telling you all about the DR, but nothing is confirmed until tomorrow. So if something happens tomorrow that's official and that's solid, I will let you guys know. King Smitty, yeah, the gut is the hardest part, especially as we get older. So 905 said, my boy from El Salvador, listen, when I was in Colombia, I was able to have a conversation, but there was a lot of words where I could tell they were like, but my basic conversation, we could communicate. But when it came to certain, speaking on a higher level, when we got in deep conversation, it was like they were looking at me like. Then I had to remember, Colombia and DR is two different things. I heard about that, Gerard. I heard about that. I don't really want to do. Shows have friendly in DR. Oh, I'm sorry, Norberto. My Spanish is not limited. I'm working on improving my Spanish. You got me messed up. My Spanish is very high level. I'm working on improving. I mess up. I mess up a lot, and I'm trying to get back to speaking perfect Spanish. I want to correct my grammar, my adjectives, my verbs. I want to make sure I'm speaking it. Gendry said I'm Dominican. You already know. My Spanish is good, but I want to get better. There's nothing wrong with that. I might as well do something. You know what I'm saying? So shout to all you guys. I believe Bianca's having a live, Bo's having a live, and after that, Mayor's having a live. So support the people. Shout to all you guys. Don't forget, if information comes out, I will post it. But right now, stay tuned for the lives today. Taylor's live on Friday, Taylor Made, and then I'll be live from the river on Sunday. Sunday service will be right from the river. So shout to all you guys. Flip flop, and I'm out.